from NFL Network's Good Morning Football. Seahawks safety Julian Love, Malik Jackson, talking about their thoughts on the Browns in 2023 as a possible playoff team.
Despite finishing last in the division, they actually have a really good roster. When you look at offense, obviously you have Watson, you have Chubb, you have Cooper, you have Moore, and that offense is pretty good. They just have to open up the pass game a little more. On defense, you add guys like Dalvin Tomlinson and Juan Thornhill to a already solid defensive front, defensive secondary, you know, with Greg Newsome, with Denzel Ward. And so on paper, they're a good team.
Yeah.
Now they just have to compete in, like you said, a tough division. And it's going to take their all. And the guys have to stay on the field, have to stay healthy, and be ready to go.
Yeah, I think guys have to stay healthy, stay on the field and be available. But I also think Coach Stefanski needs to get the defense together. You know, last year was no secret about the Garrett and Clowney situation. You know, I think Coach really needs to get that defense together, get guys together, create a clear hierarchy, and let everybody understand that and just move on.
And Jackson, I think that's one of the things Jim Schwartz is. I think the hierarchy is there, and I think Jim Schwartz has brought that in, and it's probably already in place.
Yeah, definitely. Jim Schwartz is the hierarchy of the Browns defense. You know, I'm not worried about Myles Garrett's leadership. I'm not worried about Denzel Ward's leadership. Jim Schwartz probably set the tone in April when the guys came back for OTAs. He's the guy. They're going to follow him. I don't care about player leadership and being a vocal leader or anything. Just go out, follow what Schwartz does, execute, go sack the quarterback or go create a turnover. Like, that's all it is at the end of the day. Jim Schwartz has done this for a long time. He learned under the greatest of all time in Bill Belichick, and I'm not worried about, you know, Myles being that vocal leader or anything that Malik Jackson talked about today on Good Morning Football. Like, the parts and pieces are all there on the defense for this defense to take it up a notch and to ease the burden a bit of the offense. So I think the talent is all there, both defensively and offensively. The Browns just have to go out and execute.
Yeah, I agree with you. And you know, we talked about that a little bit earlier in the show. You can't be something you're not. If you're not vocal, you're not vocal. People can sense when you're, you know, when you're putting on a show for them, and they don't respond to that in a locker room by and large.